So what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
So what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
Good evening. I'm Coulter Wonkite. I'm already into the 420, damn it.
You like music, you like weed, well, we gonna be good friends indeed. This is how much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how the chiva grows. Smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show. On Lifestyle Radio.
Yeah, eh?
Your dog, my dog.
I'm going to get comfortable. I'm going to sit back. All right, so we're upstairs again. This is 420 Radio Show. And we have a live studio audience. Two high guys on a futon.
All right, good stuff.
And Mary Jane's sitting beside me, so I'm just going to...
Hey, what's up?
So there's no echo.
Hi, Mary Jane.
Hello.
Hi, Mary Jane.
What's up, guys?
420.
And now Butterfly is with us. Butterfly is usually our camera girl when we Al and I are out and about.
That's
Yay.
right. Yay! Now we get a voice.
A voice.
Hi,
But no, she's
everyone.
been
Happy
on.
420.
Yes.
She's been on the show before.
Yes,
Done
that's true.
for some Global Marijuana March coverage. The lovely Tamara. We're remote and global. Here we are.
Yes.
Representing currently the 420 hour here. Poor Winnipeg, so busy.
Yeah. We were supposed to have Stephen Stairs on, but like with Russell Barth earlier, I couldn't get through to them. It's a big one. There's a lot of people celebrating and doing their things. All we wanted to do was kind of spread the words. So we haven't had anybody call in yet.
Yeah. Well, you know, I guess when it's 420 and the 420 organizers are involved at the celebration of 420, yeah, it'd be a bit of delay before you get somebody.
Well, I mean, I had a delightful conversation with Abby.
Did you?
She came in for a break, but we were off. We weren't on the air.
Oh.
So she just came in for a sit, but she said she'd come back, and we're here for a while, so, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, Alicia, where are you at?
I'm at Best Buds, the second Best Buds, downtown.
Oh, so they only shut down one of them?
No, they're both open. There's two here.
Are they?
But, I was at the other one, and now I'm at the one downtown.
Oh, cool. Good. So how's the day? How's the new job?
They're good. They're really busy here for 420, and they got some really good specials going on and good vibe. They gave me a jab, and now I'm like munching out here on my chair.
Marcel said that the feed sounds good, and because we're talking about food, he's going to make some donaires.
Oh,
Ooh, yes, please.
Now I want donaires.
Donaires. Where can we get donaires in Kensington?
Thanks, Marcel.
Thanks, Marcel. We know you're listening, prick.
Maybe you can find Medicaid ones, Al.
Medicated ones.
Nothing like it on a day like today.
Ooh, I have to go see
That's right.
a churro. What's a churro?
Mexican.
So what are you guys up to, Al?
What are we up to? Just sitting around, smoking a few dubs, relaxing, and just waiting to deal with some supper.
What are you
So
guys
you guys
having?
had your 420 already, hey?
What are we having? What? Yeah, the 420's already come and gone. So no, we're gonna have some. Unfortunately, there's not many dinners that I have that don't involve chicken. So we're gonna have some chicken and we're gonna have some vegetables out of the garden.
Chicken and pork dishes are big down there, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And chicken's feet.
Chicken
and cow's feet. And different parts like a turkey neck. Very popular here. FYI.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, I haven't really gone there yet.
So did you want to I don't know. Did you want to mention where you're at?
I'm here in the 420 zone known as Jamaica, which Jamaica is just celebrating Ganja Day right now. 420 is not as well known here, but Ganja sure is.
So tell us.
Every day be Ganja Day.
Tell us what you're doing down there, Butterfly, because it's quite interesting, and I want to come.
Yes, I think you should, because Butterfly has spread her wings and come to Jamaica for the winters. I'm in that situation that a lot of us are as cannabis crusaders, where I've got health issues, so I'm avoiding winter at all costs. And I've set up a little spot here in Discovery Bay where I have a beautiful boyfriend that helps me and feeds me because he's a great chef. And I take care of the spot here, and we grow ganja. And we're having ganja experiences galore.
Ganja galore.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You know, it's growing in the backyard.
What are the hot strains down there?
Jamaican ice. Anything that smells or reminds you of a mango. It's probably known as lamb's bread, which was Bob Marley's favorite strain. So here in Jamaica, they're going back to the land races, the original Jamaican strains that they had growing years ago. They're trying to get back to their original roots. But also, you can get great European seeds and other like strains here. It's a vast multitude of choices.
Tell Al to come up. Val just came in and said that Dog Pound Concentrates, the owner, he's down there. And we're going to try and get some lamb's bread shatter for our shatterizers.
Oh, my goodness. And you have to put some Bob Marley on.
Bob Marley on.
You would have to, like, in sort of homage, because supposedly that was his strain.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to put Bob Marley on right yet, but I will.
No, when you get it in your shatterizer.
Yeah, when I am going to do is I'm going to put a song called The Weed Guy by Blackie Jacket Jr. Okay, they sent me this the other day. And then we'll be right back. This is the 420 Radio Show. We'll be right back. We're live from the Hot Box Block Party in Toronto.
We are.
My night is coming to a standstill. I'm running out of things to do. I'm strumming my guitar by the phone, just waiting for the weed guy to come through.
Listen to my fellow old 45s. Gonna have my last swig off my bottle of rye. Now all I wanna do is get more high. Yeah, I watch my fill of trash TV, and then I mosey on over to where I roll my weed. 'Cause now all I wanna do is get more high. But silly old me, I smoke myself dry, and I'm waiting on the weed. Say, when he howls at the moonlit sky, sounds pretty fucking sweet, 'cause it gets real high. But don't mess with him, they taught him how to be strong, and then they taught him how to rip the fucking bong. He's the weed guy. So him, they taught him how to be strong, and then they taught him how to rip a fucking bong. He's the weed guy.
Oh, I wonder if it's going to be a packed house.
All right.
for 420.
So we're back now.
We're back. We're live.
Yeah, that was The Weed Guy by Blackie Jacket Jr. Now, country really isn't my thing, but this is country rock, and it's kind of cool. I like it. I'll send you a copy of it, Al, so you can listen to it.
Okay, good, because, I that's about the only country music I listen to is the cannabis country. Like Chief Greenbud.
Yeah, we've had Chief Greenbud on the show many times.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I don't mind listening to his country music, but yeah.
Yep. He's got, and he does a lot of parodies, but he also got his own. He's got a lot of his own
original music.
Original music, yeah. So it says here, there's lots of kiosks downstairs and different things. I had a 60 milligram. That's why I'm really messed up right now. I had a 60 milligram
God, pack the house at 420.
patty, Jamaican patty, and it was awesome. Hey,
nice.
There's the man.
Why didn't I think of that yesterday?
Hear Alicia there.
What?
It almost sounds like everybody's in the same room, eh?
No, it's getting really busy here because it's almost Saskatchewan's 420.
So you guys have events coming up there? People have to be up there at a certain time, Al?
What?
Hello. Dead space. Crickets. We need some sound effects. Cricket sound effect.
We're gonna Alan, it's Alan, right?
Yeah.
Alan from the Dog Pound concentrates. So he's gonna pop up, and he's gone to get his bag. So I think we're about to get fucked up.
Oh.
Wish you were here. How does it sound only hearing one side of this conversation? I know it is. So I had to keep. We were outside. Yeah, I know. Well, but you're used to us. We were outside, and I was standing. We were on the air, and I was standing next to her. I had to walk away from her because I could hear her and hear, and then her lips. She'd go blah blah blah, and then her lip, or like you know. Are you gonna stay?
You want a button? You want a button?
Yeah, I know. Are you gonna? You're gonna.
You have buttons?
I have Bob Herb button. Call on me and I'll turn it on.
Bob Herb.
I'll still be here. But I
Oh,
don't.
for sure.
Have a stony time.
Okay, I just don't want it to be too loud because I need to start talking.
Would you like a button?
And then all three of them.
But as long, we can wake you up.
So where's Mary Jane?
Those are
Hey.
Bob Herb buttons.
Wake her up.
Google Bob
Wake
Herb.
her up.
Jane. She's got her mic muted. She's going down to the party, to the block party, again.
Oh, okay.
And
You
I'm
like a
waiting
Bob Herb
for Mary Jane to come back, and we are live. And this is what happens when we're live.
Happy 420.
Yeah. We're all listening to Alicia.
It's the best when it's not.
Yeah, and when we were at the break, Butterfly said she'd be right back, so she's off doing something.
So
But,
since I'm
she'll be back.
sitting here, I'm sitting upstairs in the lounge above the Hot Box headquarters, And they're open from Monday to Wednesday, 12 to 8. Thursdays, Saturdays, 2 to 10. And they're closed Sundays.
Bob Herb. Oh,
They're
sorry.
closed Sundays.
Yeah.
Yelling in
Wow. Okay.
I
Well, when
didn't
Aaron
know
comes
that.
back, we'll have to. When Aaron comes back, we'll have to find out about the Honks Box Jamaica, which you could tell us about down there.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to take a picture of this guy too.
So, anything
Yes.
good? Anything going on in the news, cannabis related, that you've heard while you were down there, Al?
No, man. No.
Smoke another one, buddy.
Yeah, why don't you? Oh, it sounds like they've got a packed house there where Alicia is.
Well, she's working the counter, I think, is what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. Where I was wondering, I just thought that we should have had a campaign to pack the house at Best.
Can't hear you really, Alicia.
Sorry, I'm on.
She's
Can't hear you really.
That's illegal. Okay.
You're talking with your hands again.
What?
What it cost $10 or $15 to get into the place? It's really good for.
Lots of people stocking up for their 420 event.
It's busy there, it sounds like.
Everyone that got their Bob Herb vintage button from back in the day.
How long is it until 420 there?
It's 3:53.
3:53. We're actually gonna get one in, I think.
So Saskatchewan time, you're 2 hours behind the Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, I guess so, hey?
Yeah, because of time change.
Well, and, you didn't hear from anyone from Manitoba, eh? Manitoba,
Eh? Manitoba, eh?
I've come back to a Canadian conversation.
Hey,
Butterfly. Speaking of
Yes.
are you having an easy time acclimatizing to the patois and the different languages that are going on down there?
It can be quite daunting, and it can be quite interesting. So many people speak fast. Some people speak slow. So I have friends that I love speaking with because they do speak the patois a bit slower, just natural-like.
Yeah.
So I can understand them a bit better. And it's not easy, but Abby is awesome. She's written a little patois dictionary at the Hot Box. So
I wonder if she has that.
No, she's written her own.
No, but I wonder if she has that here in the store.
Oh no, it's like her own little learning. I don't know if she's going to publish. But it's like she learned how to speak patois. She took the time to get taught. I'm trying to piece it together in an immersion fashion, which is difficult some days, yes. But one of my favorite things here in Jamaica is that they have lovely expressions. And I don't want to use the swear words because everyone goes there. But when you're surprised by something, like something takes you by as a shocker, you can say,
wow.
Yeah, you can say blouse and skirt or shirt and pants. And I love it. It's the craziest little colloquialism ever.
You found us.
Blouse and skirt.
Kelly just got here.
Hi, yes.
Hi, Kelly.
Everybody says hey, hi, hey.
Hello.
Hello. So we're just waiting for the next 420.
So
we've missed two.
Or dinner
Is
hour.
Saskatchewan the last 420? I think we probably are. Happy 420, eh? Have a good night.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to go back and use your little nail dab there. Mike, can you come show me your little... Or maybe I'll just go back there. I'm like, can you show me your little nail dab? Sorry, I don't know the lingo. I'm just going to mute this.
Hello. So we are here. We are gapping out. Some people here. We got some crowds here. Listen. There's crowds.
Hey guys, I have
Yes.
Mike. Remember Mike from Best Buds? He's on
Yes.
the phone.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
How's everybody doing today? Happy 420.
Thank you. Tell us about Best Buds.
It is just rocking and rolling today. I have to say, the cannabis community is out strong in full force in Saskatchewan today. And we're just coming out of a real deep freeze long winter. I think it was 180 days straight at minus temperatures, and today it's almost plus 20. So everybody is just loving it.
Wow. Yeah, it's nice here too. It's nice and sunny, and there's lots of music in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Best Buds is a pretty big. You're a chain, or just a few stores, or what?
Yeah. So I think right now we've got 3 stores. We are in Regina and Saskatoon, basically. Although we've been having some troubles down in Regina, so not much is going on down there these days as far as the storefront goes. But Saskatoon is a little bit different, and we're still able to operate up here.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah. No, and I mean it's there's a lot of people, like, they might have to make the drive, and it puts a little bit of an inconvenience and the stress on them. But at least we have some place that has some medicine, so that's what's most important.
What are you guys gearing up to do as far as the change is coming up?
Well, we definitely have some applications in to work in the retail private cannabis business here. We were, of course, like a lot of people in the medical dispensary world, somewhat upset because, of course, we think it's unfair that the recreational dispensary storefront gets to happen before the medical dispensary storefront. However, if we're able to secure one of those recreational licenses, we're going to do as much as we can within the guidelines and stuff that we're allowed to be as consultative and therapeutic as possible, because we think that there's a lot of people out there that want to use cannabis, that want to succeed with cannabis, and they might be a little bit intimidated. So we want to be that dispensary that can talk them through this experience. Absolutely.
Well, I think dispensaries need to be able to do that. Yeah. And I don't necessarily think that that's going to happen with these stores that they're doing.
You know what? I don't think so either. I think it's going to be not so different than the experience that you'd get in places that sell alcohol, which is usually not a great experience, and that's really unfortunate. So hopefully the community and those people that have been working so hard are just going to keep on working, and we're just going to have to refocus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alan
Keep
just
the message
came in
strong.
from the dog pound with this huge frickin' thing here. Tell us about this.
This was a 1 ounce joint. I rolled 4 of them today. This is my 4th one I've smoked, and this is getting towards the end.
What's it?
There's an ounce of blueberry kush, and it's wrapped with shatter. You can see it dripping down, yeah.
Yeah, I can see the shatter. Wow, dude. I think maybe one puff would do that for me.
Sounds like a good rest tonight.
Kelly's just out having a smoke. She's going to miss this. Wow.
Something tells me she's going to have several smokes to miss that one.
Yeah. Oh, here she is.
There you go.
Wish I was there. XO butterfly.
Here you are, buddy. Kelly, meet Alan. Alan is the owner of Dog Pound Concentrates, and he's going to sit and have a couple of chat with us and smoke this thing and talk about shatters, because we're like going crazy over the shatterizers, right? So, yeah, I do too. I bought some of your concentrate, and I can't remember where, and it was oh crap, but it was nice, man. It was nice. Oh yeah, it's really nice. It's well, tell us about what's different from yours.
Well, it's not that it's anything different from anyone else, but we put more quality and love and time into our stuff. We don't make mass production runs. We make maybe under 100 grams to each run that we do. Yeah, and then that way the strain, if you want it, you get it while it's there, because it's not going to be around the next time you come.
I like that. So you're trying to watch the leftovers and the crap, and you're.
We don't use any of that. Anything that's not we say good enough for market goes to distillate, and then we process it that way.
Okay. So you guys are coming into a pretty big market. What do you think about the changes that are happening? Are they going to affect your business? Are they going to help? Are they going to hinder?
They're going to affect it in a massively good way, because no one wants to pay tax. No one wants to go line up for weed. You know, you're going to get your strain variety from the government and stuff, but in the end, it's going to push everyone towards the black market, and the black market's going to thrive.
Yeah. I'm just getting into I just bought a squisher, and I'm looking for plates and stuff now, trying to get the right thing. Don't want to get ripped off. Tell me the difference between a shatter and rosin.
Well, rosin is made not using any chemicals or any kind of solvent, and it's pressed right from the bud, as opposed to BHO shatter, which is used. We use butane to make it, right? So therefore, it has a solvent in it, but that's why we put it in the vac of an after.
Hold on a second. Mary Jane, can you mute your mic? Oh, okay, it was somebody else. I was blaming her. I like to blame her. So, go on.
So yeah, rosin's just basically some people just like the taste. They find it more cleaner and pure.
I've gotten really into the concentrates. I find the rosins are a lot stickier and harder to get in the bowl sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
They're hard to work with because of their THC content. It's so high that basically when any human oils or heat touches it, it instantly sticks to it. Just maybe have a cold marble slab and work with it very quickly.
Yeah, because it will go into a shatter-like state. Yeah, when it's cold. So I guess if you stick it in the fridge every now and then, I'm going to start experimenting with that just for me, you know. Because I like the shatterizer and I like to be able to put stuff in it, but I can't necessarily go out and buy a different strain every day or whatever. I go and I get 3 or 4 different strains a week.
Yep.
And then some I like and I use all the time, and some I don't. What are your most popular ones?
Well, it's hard to define a popular strain with us because we do this small run, right? Yeah, so we try to make between 100 and 120 grams per run per strain. So some people take that all in one shot, and I don't even have a chance to put it on Instagram because I don't like to show people stuff what I have because if I have it and they want it, then I can't serve them. So I'm like, you don't want to have an unhappy customer.
There's a lot of storefronts who are not selling cannabis, anything, but they're putting in squishers and other things like that. What do you think about services like that?
I don't know. That's like a really gray area because they're manufacturing the product there, right? Yeah. So as opposed to a traditional dispensary, when you go and get the product, they're not growing it in the back. They're buying it through a third-hand buyer.
Some of them are growing it in the back, buddy.
Yeah, well, some try not to in Toronto. Not any of the Toronto ones for sure. But
not anymore, anyways.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But you know, if you're licensed and you have a grow, I mean, we've talked. Is Al? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Okay.
I know where you're. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we were talking with a few people about being licensed and then having the coppers come in anyways and rip your grow down, destroy it before you even say a day in court.
That's happened a couple times,
yes,
and the
and
cops
yes.
would
Mhm.
rather just act and then get the questions asked later, the question answered later.
You know what?
rather
You know
than
what stops
just
them?
finding
Sorry
out what's
to
going
interrupt,
on.
Alan.
They just see weed and they're like, "Oh, we're going in."
He can't hear you, remember?
Forgive me.
That's okay. Don't worry.
Go on.
Go on, man.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just
Now you
Al's
asked
talking.
you asked him about having a squisher there and available in some of these businesses.
Yep.
Once legalization hits, people would have, cannabis that is really, they would want to be converted into a different product, which you mentioned is a process or part of a production.
Yeah.
But it's one that the government hasn't put in the bad end of things, like they have organic solvents.
Hang on one sec, Al. I'm gonna put my speaker in so everybody in the room can hear you. Okay.
All right.
All right. Hopefully.
Hi, everybody.
High hopes here that this is gonna work. Everybody,
okay.
You ready?
All right. Kids, you want me to repeat myself?
All right. Say
All
hello.
right. Hello.
There you go. Everybody. There you go. So,
Okay,
anyways, now you can talk to Alan yourself.
Okay, Alan. What I was asking was, Al had asked you about the squishers being in stores and maybe some businesses offering that as doing something, and you commented about production. That may be a problem, which is true. But I also look at it as with legalization and people being able to grow their own cannabis, and patients, growing their own cannabis, but not being able to afford a squisher, but wanting to be able to have access to some type of shatter that is solvent-free, and having, making rosin isn't something that the government has outlined as negative when it comes to organic solvents.
I feel like maybe you probably could do that, but it would have to be a specifically licensed venue or business, kind of like you can go make your own craft beer, right? You can go make your own beer, so why not make your own rosin? I hear where you're coming from, but it would have to be in an approved facility with people watching over you and all kinds of stuff.
But I can see that with the way the regulations are going right now with the government, where there's a chance, they wouldn't like that.
A lot of people are even cooking with shatters and rosins and resins and.
Well, they're cooking with that, but they're also cooking with distillate. Yeah. Distillate is the main thing people usually cook with.
What's the difference?
Distillate is 3 or 4 times refined distilled oil. Yeah. So basically, any impurities are taken out of that, and then you can flavor it. You can leave it raw, and it's the best viscosity for going through any type of food or whatever. It melts into butter and all kinds of stuff.
And I would imagine. Yeah, and I would imagine for patients who can't stomach any chlorophyll taste or just hate the idea of just tasting it, distillates would be great that way. So you wouldn't be able. Yeah. It'd be a big advantage to those type of patients. Yeah.
There's a market going on, maybe 5 or 6 businesses away from us right now, and there are 4 places that are cooking with distillate.
Now, is it a hard process to get a distillate?
Yeah, the machine to start off is about $25,000.
So it's not something you can do in your at home unless you got a couple bucks.
Yeah. I don't even have my own machine. I just pay an extractor I know to use his machine every run.
Yeah.
But
What about there's all kinds of different equipment.
It's a service.
I was looking at different squishers, different formats, different way they work, an electric one, a gas one. I ended up getting from a friend just a 10-ton Canadian Tire press. Okay. And I'm going to have fun playing with it. But there's all kinds of different equipments and stuff like that, and the prices are just wow.
Prices are through the roof because they know that LPs want to buy this stuff, and they know that LPs don't give a crap about the money, and they'll just spend it right away, right?
Yeah.
So that's their hopes, right? Same with Ferrari. Ferrari will go they'll charge $1 million for a car because people are going to buy it.
Now they say, what's the date there, Al, that we're waiting for? Is it July 7th? July 7th?
July 7th. That's 7/10. July 10th. 7/10.
Well, okay, so we're waiting for a day. There's supposedly an announcement day. No, just an announcement day, the final announcement day. Do we know when that is?
No, because there's going to be a vote on June the 7th. From the
That's what I'm
Senate.
talking about, June
Yeah,
the 7th.
okay. And if it has no amendments, then it can go on for royal assent. But let's see. I bet there's a lot of money on the fact that there are going to be amendments, and it's going to be delaying things. So to get the actual date, I'm sure that's all out of whack still. But
that's
June 7th is the
next
vote.
date we're waiting for.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. And what do you think what do you think they're gonna think? Because they're talking about abolishing this and taking away that and then allowing this.
I think they're just going to prolong it as usual.
You think they're going to just make it go?
Yeah. Well, I don't know
Go ahead, Al.
how many of us. I don't know how many of us have heard here that some of the senators want to remove the right to grow those 4 plants.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
could that be one of those amendments? Who knows?
And every time they announce one little bit, then everybody goes crazy and they think this and that. I mean, there's going to be a lot of disappointed people. You yourself is probably going to be some disappointment there, right? Are you going to be able to continue on as is, regardless of anything?
I'll be able to thrive because people will be forced to go to the black market.
Because they're not going to be able to get it from the LPs and stuff.
Yeah. Like with legalization, right? People are going to want to find different recreational uses and stuff, but they're not going to want to pay the taxes that the government wants to pay. But even if they prolong it, it's still nothing's going to change with my business or anyone's business.
Well, I mean, the black market's been around for how long? And it's going to continue to be around. Now, I mean, I know for a fact that you can still go to northern areas and get a case of beer from a bootlegger. There's going to be guys like yourself. There's going to be guys that are doing it with LPs, backing them, giving them the product. Now, would you be able to count it as a legal business if you were buying your cannabis from an LP to make your product and then put it on the market?
No, because it's third party.
Third party. You want to know where it's coming from? You have control over the whole process?
Yeah, even if you know where it's coming from and it's tested and everything like that, it's still a third party, so it wouldn't be genuinely government.
You're right. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing, right?
Yeah. That's right.
You got anything else you want to ask, Alan? Well, we're sitting here staring at this, I don't know, probably. Hey, there he is. There's the man, the Shatterizer guy. So here you go. How can where can you order?
You can DM Dog Pound Concentrates, or you can go to dogpoundconcentrates.ca and order there.
So it's a mail order, and it's like you got. How close are you getting to remove all the what do you call it? The chemicals and stuff like that. How?
Oh, you mean impurities?
Yeah, the impurities.
Oh, yeah. All of our stuff is purged for 90 to 96 hours. To make sure everything's out of it. We watch it very closely to make sure that we're not losing any terpene or terpene profile. And we just take it out at the right time, like a pizza.
Like a pizza. That's cool.
Hey, Al.
Go on. Yeah.
Before that Al dog from the Dog Pound go. Did you do like a Karma Cup thing, maybe with a tray out in front of you, going around doing that?
I love this guy. Yes, I'm him. I am the guy who sells $5 dabs with the big joint from Vapor Central. Yep.
Yeah,
You know I've known, eh?
That's Al Graham from
Yeah.
the Faith Radio Show.
Yeah. I've met
Yeah,
him.
because I'm trying to think if we interviewed you. It was just out of the flash, and I bet you because Butterfly was there. Butterfly, are you with us here in our ears here? She may know as well whether that was.
I was there. I was working.
I recognized
you were
your
there.
voice.
Oh, nice.
You remember I
nice.
was quite impressed, Alan. I was quite impressed with your dab station on your
I
belly.
remember you talking about
on my
somebody
belly,
going.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember I took a picture, like a groupie of us, the two of us? I have a thing recognizing voices, but I was just listening to you so intently because, my friend, nothing but respect for you. You've got the knowledge, which is power. And I'd love to
Oh
meet
my
up
gosh!
with you again.
Is this? Hold on.
and hang.
Is this Butterfly? There's Butterfly.
Yeah,
I knew it. How are you?
I'm doing grand.
She
and
has,
great.
she has a bed and breakfast, yes?
Bed and breakfast, sure. Bed and breakfast, Airbnb available, but it's an
Airbnb
experience.
down in Jamaica, and that's where she is
A
right now.
ganja experience is growing.
That's amazing. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Send him my
We're-
love.
There, he
Alan,
can hear you.
you get
Here.
nothing but respect.
He can hear you
Butterfly.
now.
Butterfly.
He can hear you now. I'm not sending any love his way.
Okay, good.
Butterfly, what's concentrates like down there? Are you seeing concentrates down there?
They are available because I have actually been to the commercialized Kaya, which is the first ever in the Caribbean vertically integrated, complete legal ganja store, farm, spa, etc. And it's called Kaya Farms, Kaya Spa, and Kaya Lounge. But when you're in Jamaica, you're in a lounge wherever you are. You can smoke it. So it's a very interesting place. And they have a dab station, and they have concentrates, and they are a dispensary at this time requiring medical identification at door. $10 cover to get in, and it's a beautiful space. I helped Al Graham, my dear friend, with his Treating Yourself magazine article on reviewing lounges years ago. And this place gets all stars because it's got an accessible bathroom, beautiful smoking space, and lots of product available. But it's also crazy because here in Jamaica, you get that from the everyday man. You get that from your hookup from last year. You don't want to necessarily corporatize it. Make it so corporate here. But times are changing everywhere, aren't they?
They sure are.
Yeah. So I read it in the newspaper and I attended, checked it out.
So, I guess what's
Alan
the
is
laws
awesome.
down? What's the So you can't get concentrate. That's good.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Can you?
Not really. No.
There's a
like
party going on right there.
I'll catch up with you after that.
Is it 420 where Alicia is? There you go. It's 420.
Oh, there we go.
What's going on? It's 420 in Saskatoon.
Yeah.
There you go. So Alan's got to He's got to go back down to the booths and stuff like that. But we'll catch up with him later. And thanks for dropping by, man.
No problem. Thank you very much for the interview.
When you're done and you're sitting there one night on a Friday night and you feel like talking about concentrates and stuff like that, come on, pop on the show and chill.
Please, have him back. Have him back.
Have him back.
Back in Canada, Butterfly.
I'm back in May on Mother's Day.
Awesome.
I will send my digits or something linky, and we will hook up and have a drinky.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. You got to clean this thing. It's gummy.
I know, eh? That's what Matt keeps telling me.
Yeah. You got to have a clean rig.
Thanks, bud. Thanks, you.
I hope it's mental lead.
Yeah, he's always giving me shit. Yeah. I'm his number one tester.
See you in a bit.
We'll see you, bro. Yeah. You want to come over here, Kelly?
I've actually been slacking.
So, what do we want to do now? Hey, there's Matt. Come here, buddy. Kelly, come over here and sit beside Matt. This is Matt and I are having a bromance.
Aw, got a little bromance going on.
We're snuggling.
He lives around the corner from my mom, so we hang out. But anyways, tell us what this thing we call a Shatterizer that we oversell for you. Okay, Kelly wants to interview Matt, and I want to sit here and smoke some shatter. So here's the mic, Kelly. Just remember to keep about an inch from your face, and don't talk about witchcraft.
Hey, Matt. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, don't talk about witchcraft. Yeah, until later. I came up with this little gadget.
I was, I have a son, and when he was 2 years old, my wife and I moved into a house, and I smoked cannabis at the time, flower, and was looking for something more discreet, and started to vape extracts, but wasn't very happy with the devices I found.
Right.
So I started designing my own.
I think you did great on this one. I'm actually really impressed with it. Like the design, how easy it is to use, how discreet it is, how clean it actually gets your product. It cleans the whole product out of the chamber, unless you're Alan, and then it kind of stays in there because there's so much product in it.
Yeah. You know what? I think Matt asked me the first time, he asked me how often I use it, and what I like to say is I have it in my hand more often than my penis.
This is true. I've heard this before.
So how long did it take you to perfect it?
I worked on it over a year or two. It was just sort of a natural progression. I was testing different vaporizers. There's a lot of great products out on the market. And what I did was take different components from various popular products that I liked,
right,
and sort of reconfigured them and came up with ideas on how I thought I could improve the way it would function.
You did great, I think. And it looks good. Like it looks boss to me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, it was a natural progression in my life. Like
Right.
I said, I moved into a residential neighborhood with my son, and I didn't feel comfortable. I don't smoke inside the house. I would go out back, and I was concerned about how my neighbors would treat my son,
Exactly.
knowing that I was smoking cannabis in the back.
Right.
And that's why I naturally progressed into extracts, because it's far more discreet, and vaping is as well. And so, you know, it was just a natural evolution in my life that got me to be interested in developing this product.
Well, I'm not going to ask about money and that end of it. No. But are you doing pretty good?
We're doing well.
Yeah.
We're doing well. Sales, you know, we had a record month last month,
Awesome.
and we've already surpassed that this month. So,
Good for you.
it's growing really well. We're in 20 countries around the world, places like Ireland, the UK, Brazil, Germany. Of course, the majority of our sales are here in Canada, and I would say the US as well. So it's a company that's only a little over a year old, and we launched our first pen in September at the Karma Cup. It was a great launching pad for us, a great event, and we'll be back there this year.
Excellent.
In September, so we're looking forward to that.
So when did you come up with the new domes? I really like them. I know Alan has busted a few of my glass ones. Oh yeah, I had to mention that. Well, just removing them, really, right? You can break some of them if you're not gentle, and remove them incorrectly. Let's put it that way. I'm really careful when I take off the glass domes, but I really do like these new metal ones. They look great. They're great for putting in your purse or a bag or whatnot. You don't have to worry about them getting broken if something drops on your bag or whatever.
Right.
And really, they look really nice. They're classy too. So when did this come out?
We launched those last week, and within the first week we sold out. So
wow,
it's
wow.
a hot item. Yeah, we had to quickly restock,
right?
But it came again as a natural evolution with our customers getting feedback from users, some of whom were having difficulty not breaking their top, and so we decided to look to start designing a product that would be more durable than the glass. Although I still haven't made the switch, as you pointed out earlier.
Well, some people like to
really?
people like to see the clouds, right? Some people really enjoy seeing the cloud come up, but I've adapted to this. It took me a little bit. I choked myself a few times, right? Not being able to see the cloud. I kept the button pressed a little bit longer. But yeah, that was like a contest, right? See if I can choke Kelly. But I really do like the look. And like I said, it's really durable. I'm not worried about it being in my bag and something falling on it. It's great. I like the design. I like that you did different colors.
It was
cool.
also because we loved the original device with the borosilicate glass top. We were not going to launch another product, even though it would be more durable, if we weren't 100% certain that you'd get the same flavor profile as you do. And so what took us a long time wasn't so much the design, it was finding the right material. And this is
It can make a difference. Just like when you're cooking, if you use a Teflon pan over a metal, a stainless steel, or what do you call it? The iron pans. You got aluminum pans. You get a taste, and that's from gassing, right?
Yeah, this is a high-grade aluminum that they would use in, say, scuba tanks, even canned goods. So
he left his doobie, man.
So it's the right product, and it's got a polished finish on the outside, and if you run your finger inside the top, you'll notice that it has the same texture. So it's smooth on the inside and outside, and this makes a big difference. You don't get that metallic flavor that you would with some other devices, and that was once we found the right material and we knew that we designed it in the same shape as the original glass top, and we feel strongly that the shape and the size of our globe is part of the reason why our pen performs and tastes so well. It acts like a decanter, is how I describe it. You have a nice bottle of wine, you want to decant it. It's the same thing with your vape. You want the vape the vapor to have enough time to cool off before you inhale it, and that extra room in the globe in the top.
Is that why you have this little chamber?
That is part. That was you're talking about the tip.
The little tip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's designed in a way to, again, sort of swirl the vapor around, give it enough time to cool off. So,
and that's so important. You know what? Because I have COPD, and I had tried many times to do dabs or vape, and I couldn't physically do it because it just stopped me from breathing. Yeah. But with the Shatterizer, I can use the Shatterizer and use the different heat, like the low, medium, and high.
Triple heat settings.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's cool. It's nice. Yeah, it is. I agree. Yeah.
I don't find that I'm choking and coughing as much. And then the next day, I don't find my breathing is rough. If I hit a bong or I hit a rig or something like that, the next day I can't breathe.
Yeah. No, it's it's a device that I use on a daily basis. It was designed by a user for a user. This isn't some big corporation looking at cash in on something. This is as sort of grassroots as it gets. This is a natural evolution, like I said, and it's really pleasing to see. You know, it originally launched as a recreational brand. That was sort of the main, you know, my vision of it. And what's really cool is 50% of our customer base is actually medical. And, you know, I'll get phone calls from, you know, an individual, you know, that's been on certain medications for many years, and they've switched to cannabis, and they're either inquiring or using our device and sharing how this device has actually helped them. And it's
easy to use. I have fibro really bad and arthritis in my hands, as you can see. And even on my worst days, I can still open the Shatterizer to medicate. Some things, some products that I can't even get into. I can't open them so I can medicate, right? And then it's impossible to roll a joint for myself. So if I don't have edibles, I'm kind of out of luck for medicating.
I like it because, all joking aside, I like it because it's in my pocket when I need it. And you can load it up. Like I just gave Kelly a couple of balls there, but the size of a BB. You put those two in there and you're just going all day. Now, have you seen, you've been up here for about 45 minutes now. Have you seen me smoke a joint?
Not one.
Not one.
Well, I don't know, maybe you had the big one.
I had the big one, but I've gone from smoking half a quarter a day to 4 balls of shatter and maybe 2 doobies.
You know, when I made the switch, I noticed that what I was spending on buying flour, I was actually saving about 50% on a monthly basis on what I was spending.
What do you know about them? Well, go ahead, Al.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know of people exactly the same thing, where their cannabis consumption is either stopped completely or been greatly reduced, and their expenses has also followed up without being as, you know, they've saved money.
I felt I was consuming the same amount, but just for whatever reason, it you know, I was spending half as much. And
it's because of the concentration of it.
Yeah. And it's you know,
you don't need as much.
You don't need as much. It's a more efficient, in my opinion. I mean, I love cannabis. I love the look. I love the smell, and I love everything about it. But you know, the extracts, shatter. I mean, it's a more efficient delivery mechanism. It's more discreet, and it's just more conducive to my lifestyle at this point.
Well, I'd say another advantage too is because they always hard pat people who consume cannabis. You're burning a substance. You've got particles from burnt plant material in your joints. Whereas just concentrates, that's all gone.
No later butane. That's what I really like. No butane going into your lungs when you're lighting, right?
Right.
Before.
Yeah, every time you light a lighter, you're getting a little bit of butane.
I really like that there's no butane going into my lungs.
Just like, you know, like that chemical reaction when you light a match in the shitter. Poof. So, it took me a little talking into to go from the glass. Yeah. But what was the final thread was I dropped it. Like when I went, I go over to Matt's place and he takes my tops because they're so gross.
They get banned. They get confiscated.
I got a new battery already. Oh, did he? Well, you know, all joking aside, I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with next.
I know. Yeah, we'll you know, we always have a few tricks up.
And I get to see them first because I just go over to his place.
I have to say one thing. I have to say thank you to Val
for
my new dome. Thank you, darling. Hugs, hugs, hugs. I love it.
Yeah. She said, take a silver one.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's so nice. You know, we're a business, but we've really built a community around the business.
It's nice to have that community around a product.
Yeah, well, and we love, you know, it almost has started to take on a life of its own.
People have been so receptive.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. The Chatterizer group, it's really become that way.
They were down in California or in Vegas. And did you do good down there?
We did fantastic. We sold out at our last show at the ASD show in Vegas.
Nice.
And
Like a day or so before you left, eh?
Yeah. It was, you know, Val and I have been on the road for the last couple of months. I'd say about 50% of the time. We were in California, Las Vegas, Colorado, and you know, just getting to learn the various markets, and it's really great to see what everybody's doing, and to come home and see how great we are doing relative to other places in the world. And I would say our extracts and flour, for that matter, is for sure, if it's not the best, it's got to be one of the best in the world. That's for sure.
I got a question for you. Are we going to see a flour Chatterizer?
You never know.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Or a flour top, anyways.
Well, no, a flour top, no, because I'm not a big believer in the dual sort of purpose. Devices.
I get you. Okay, but maybe something completely different.
Yeah,
it can get messy, man.
It can get messy, yeah.
Yeah, oil and herb going into the same.
Now, what was that, Al?
Oil and herb going into the same burner, not dual purpose.
Not dual purpose.
Separate burners for sure, because then you got ashes in there and you put an oil in there.
Yeah, no, we've tested a coil to fit the existing device and for dryer, but you know a coil that would just burn the material. It wouldn't vaporize.
It does. You're absolutely right. Very first one I had bought was a coil setup, and that's what it did. It was like throwing your buds onto the stove.
I can give you an example. I have a herb in my hand here, and you can crank this thing up so high that it'll actually burn it right in the device. Yeah. So you can smoke it or you can vape it, but it's a little much. Like what I find the difference between the shatters and a herb pen, okay, is the length of time. You get maybe 3 good hauls off a herb pen.
Off a bowl,
yeah. And this, I mean, you put a nugget in there, and you're good for the day sometimes.
What it is for me, and the reason I don't use personally, I mean, I have, you know, when we launched the business, we launched as an online retailer of branded vaporizers. So, and even on our store, online store right now, we sell our competitors' products. And so I've tested a lot of the top dryer vaporizers, and you know, I haven't found one that I love. I find it distorts the flavor of the cannabis.
It starts burning.
I don't know what it is, but you know, there are definitely. Look, if you want to buy a dryer vaporizer, you have to spend, you know, at least a couple $100 and get a good one. I mean, anything, any lower priced dryer vaporizer is just going to combust it. So you're looking anywhere from $200, $300, $400 for a top of the line dryer vaporizer.
That's actually going to be used. You know, you're not wasting product. I remember the first thing I bought. I went down to the rock shop down on Yonge Street, and it was about 3 times the size of a Chatterizer, the skinny pen, and it had a coil at the very bottom, and then a ceramic tile that slid on top of it. And then you're supposed to pack your bowl, okay, and there's no holes protruding around the side, and suck on it. and it just like
it's what I love about the concentrates and vaping them is you still get that fantastic flavor. You know, if you're spending top dollar to buy, beautifully made and terpy concentrates, you need a device that will preserve that flavor profile. And our device definitely does that. And I just haven't found the right dryer device that does the same sort of thing for me as with concentrates. And when I do, then maybe
we'll see something different.
Maybe there'll be a Shatterizer Herbal Edition.
Yeah. What? But now you say concentrates, but I wouldn't put oil in this.
I would not put any
RSO.
Yeah, it works the best with shatter, I find.
Yes.
You can use distillate.
I've used a distillate. I've used shatter. I've used crumbles. I've used butter.
I've tried isolate as well. Isolate actually works beautifully. It's
the CBD isolate works nice. You put it in there and your pain's gone.
Yeah.
Wish I had some.
Yeah, through. So last year I was fortunate enough to be a judge at the Karma Cup, so I got to taste and try a lot of different products that I'd never tried before, like CBD isolates, and it was a great way for me to put the Shatterizer through, a real test of testing it with resins, every type of extracts you can think of, and it was just one after the next. It works beautifully. And what I would suggest though is for stickier products like rosins or resins, they are a little bit trickier to get down into the core.
Yeah, we've had this conversation, and so that's why I asked him why he doesn't have different bowls and stuff for different things. Yeah. I've asked, but there's a reason, I'm sure. But I find I enjoy the rosins, although after the fifth or sixth haul, it's just that different taste.
Yeah, I find the rosin has a beautiful first few draws. The flavor is just fantastic. But as the bowl starts to sort of get used up, the last few hauls don't taste quite as good as it would if you were using a shatter. And I think it's because there's still some, trace amounts of whatever plant material.
There's product that would be burning off.
Yeah, and it distorts the flavor at the end. But
I mean, you can self clean these things if you don't put if you didn't put it would. There is amount of reclaim that you get out of it. Scoop it out, put it back in. Scoop it out, put it back in. Right.
For sure, and each device comes with a dab tool, and you can scrape that material out, and whether it's for the reclaim or just your rosins or gummier product, you can what I do is I'll take a lighter and just heat up the dab tool a little, and the material just drops right into the coil. So it's a sort of easier way than struggling trying to stick it at the bottom and gum up the sides. So
my sides are always gum up. Anyways, buddy, we should let you go because you got your contest starting in like half an hour.
Yes.
And Val will be very upset with you if you're not there.
Thank you very much for having me. And, we love you guys and we love all the support and help everybody's given us. It really does feel like a community that's sort of rallying around this product, this brand, and we love that.
Well, when I first met Matt, I said flat out, I mean, something better always comes along. After 10 years, I've got several different favorite things. The Herbva was my favorite thing 2 years ago. Well, a year ago. When did I meet?
Yeah,
last year.
Ago,
yeah. Now it's the Shatterizer. So you're going to have to come up with something else before somebody gets to me.
So easy. We'll do our best.
It's like I get music submitted, and I'm like, I like that, and I just play the shit out of it, and they're like, wow, man, you play that a lot. Well, he gets a lot of free advertising around here, so. You know.
Oh yeah. No, we appreciate all the love we get, and thank you very much. And it's nice too, and I can say we've become friends, good friends.
I think so.
And,
move away, please.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm rubbing.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that's okay. We won't tell him what happened at that cup thing we went to. Oh, no, we won't even talk about it. I'll see you after, buddy. For sure. You're going to be down there for a while.
For sure.
All right. Al, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, but I got to go, man.
Okay, who else is here? Nobody.
I'm here.
Oh, Mary Jane's still there. I didn't know if she signed off or not. Well, okay, Al, thanks for coming, buddy.
I've got to go for my anniversary dinner. As everybody knows, it's my wedding anniversry today.
You have fun, buddy.
I'm going to go celebrate that. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Happy anniversary. Tell Butterfly thank you.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I'll send her a message.
And we'll talk to you when you come back, bud.
Yeah, bye.
Well, I'll talk to you during the week.
Yep.
Later, buddy. So Marcel has gone, and Mary Jane is down. You're going to be. I sent Matt down, Mary Jane, in case Val was freaking out.
No, she wasn't freaking out. I gave her the headset, and she was actually listening in.
Oh, was she?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so if he said anything he shouldn't have, you'll have to deal with her.
I'm the only one that said anything today that I shouldn't have. So everybody's run off to do their dinner things. So I think we're gonna. What do you think we should do, Mary Jane? Do you think we should keep going?
I don't know. We could take a break. It's almost time to get ready for the perfect cloud competition.
Well, how about we wrap it up and I'll come down there for the perfect cloud thing.
Oh, sounds good.
Okay.
Come join the party.
All right, I'll come down there. I'll pack everything up and I'll bring your man with me and Kelly.
Okay.
All right.
How about bring my man purse?
Bring your man purse. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for listening. And I'm sorry we couldn't get through to the people we were supposed to get through to. But, hey, you know what? This is live radio. And everybody – it was crazy in Toronto. There's been a lot of people here. And I'm sure there's been a lot of people all over Canada going. They're still going until about 10 o'clock. But we may be back. We may not. It's the 420 Radio Show. Peace out.